Hi students. So in the previous session we have discussed about some of the theorems which are related to the circles. So now we are going to discuss about 10.6 theorem. Equal chords of a circle or of congruent circle are equidistant from the center or centers. Equal chords. So in a circle, equal chords. So there is a circle which with center O, we call it as center O. So chords are equal chords are there. Let the chords be, one is AB is a chord and another one CD. CD is another one. Now these two chords are equal. AB and CD are equal. Now we have to prove that they both are at equidistance. From here to here the distance and from here to here the distance is same. Anyhow we know the chord ending point from O to A and O to B, O to C, O to D, they are radii. The end points are at equidistance, but from the center to this they are at equidistant. They are at equidistant. That you have to prove. We have to prove. So first given in a circle with a center O chords AB is equals to CD. That is given. The two chords are what? AB is equals to CD. We have to prove that. Required to prove. What we have to prove? They are at equidistance. So for that we required some construction. So first we write what is construction. Then we have to prove that they both are at equidistance from the center. So from here, just draw the perpendicular. From perpendiculars you are constructing perpendiculars. This is perpendicular and I am writing as M. And from here to here, this is perpendicular and I am writing as N. This point is N. This point is N. So this is N. Okay. Now one is M and N. They are perpendiculars. Okay. So we have to prove that. Required to prove OM is equals to ON. That we have to prove. Construction, that is join O to B and O to D. Construction. This is the perpendicular and this is the construction. So construction join OB and OD. We join from O to B and O to D. Proof. Consider, now you see, as we know, theorem 10.3, what says? A perpendicular line from the center to the chord, a line perpendicular from center to the chord bisects the chord. So here, OM is perpendicular to AB and ON is perpendicular to CD. OM is perpendicular to AB and ON is perpendicular to CD. So half of AB is equals to half of CD. Half of AB is nothing but BM or MB. You can write BM is equal to DN. What is the reason? By 10 point here. By 10.3 theorem. What is 10.3 theorem? Perpendicular line from center to the chord bisects the chord, which divides into two equal parts. Now we are consider triangle OMB and OND. Consider triangle. Here I am writing. Consider triangle consider triangle OMB and triangle OND. Consider triangle OMB and OND. In that, you see now, as we know, one angle is 90 degrees. That is angle OMB. OMB is equals to angle OND. OND is equals to 90 degrees, which is a right angle. Next, opposite to 90 degrees, that is we call it as hypotenuse, OB and OD. OB is equals to OD, which is a hypotenuse, but why they are equal? Radii of the same circle. Radii of the same circle. Next, just now we proved from this BM is equals to DN. BM is equals to DN. This is one side. So by the criteria, RHS criteria, right angle, hypotenuse and side. By the criteria RHS, triangle OMB is congruent to triangle OND by RHS criteria. Once the triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. What are the corresponding parts over here? The corresponding parts are, what we have to prove? OM is equals to ON. So OM is equals to ON. Hence, proved. We have to prove that the chords are equal chords lie at equidistant from the center. Equal chords AB is equals to CD. They both are lying at equidistance from the center. O is the center of the circle. Is it clear, students? I hope you understood. Right. Now see theorem number 10.7. Chords equidistant from the center of a circle are equal in length. The chords which are equidistant from the center of a circle are equal in length. So that are equidistant from the center. So first circle is given. What makes the difference between the theorem 10.6 and 10.7? In the 10.6, he said that chords are equal. We proved they lie at equidistant. They will be at equidistant from the center. Now he is saying, if the chords are at equidistance from the center, then those two lie. The chord's length is equal. Now these are the two chords. This is A, B. C, D are the two chords. Center of the circle is this, and OM is perpendicular to AB and ON is perpendicular to CD. OM is perpendicular to. Now we have to prove that the chord AB is equals to CD. He gave that OM is equals to ON. OM is equals to ON given in a circle with center O. In a circle with center O, OM is equals to ON. OM is equals to ON. That is given. Required to prove AB is equals to CD. What are this OM? OM is perpendicular to AB and ON is perpendicular to CD. We have to prove that AB is equals to CD. Now, for that construction, join What is the construction? Join O to B and O to D. Observe it. O to B and O to D. Join OB and OD. Now consider triangle. Proof. We know that perpendicular line segment to the chord bisects the chord. That we know very well. Okay. Perpendicular line segment bisects the chord. Okay. That point we will use at the end. Triangle. In triangle OMB and triangle OND, in both he given that OM is equals to ON and the angle OMB is equals to angle OND. Angle OMB is equals to angle OND, which is equals to 90 degrees, that is a right angle. Next, opposite to 90 degrees, that is a hypotenuse, which are called radii of the same circle. OB is equals to OD, which is the hypotenuse, but the reason is radii of the same circle. Radii of the same circle. And one more is given, OM is equals to ON. OM is equals to ON. This is side. By the criteria, RHS criteria, right angle, hypotenuse and side. By the criteria RHS, the two triangles, triangle OMB is congruent to triangle OND by RHS criteria. Once the triangles are congruent, we know that the corresponding parts are equal. So, what are the corresponding parts here? MB is equals to ND, or MB is equals to ND by CP CT. But MB is what? As we know, perpendicular line segment from the chord. Perpendicular line segment from the center to the chord bisects the chord. MB is nothing but half of AB, which is equals to half of ND is nothing but CD. Here, perpendicular from the center to the chord bisect the chord. Okay, bisects the chord. So half of AB is equals to half of CD. Half of gets cancelled, then AB is equals to CD. Proved. So we got both the chords are equal. He given that OM is equals to ON. OM and ON are the perpendiculars to the chords. So OM and ON. Now OB constructed OD, they are radii of the circle. By RHS criteria, we proved that the triangles are congruent. By CPCT, MB is equals to ND, but MB is half of AB as the center, a line segment from center to the chord bisects the chord. So it is half of AB, which is equals to half of CD. Half gets cancelled, then AB is equals to CD. Is it clear, students? This is about 10.7 theorem. This is about 10.7. Understood? Now we are seeing a question from exercise 10.3. Exercise 10.3. If two circles intersect at 2 points, prove that their centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So two circles are intersecting at 2 different points. We have to prove that those centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. Let us see those two circles how they are. One is, this is one circle. Next, with center, this is O. There is another circle with center, we will assume as O dash. One is with center O, another one is with O dash. Now, where both the circles are meeting, there is a common, this is a point over here, and this is another point, we write as P and Q. P and Q. So, those two circles are meeting at P and Q. This is called common chord. This is called common chord for both the circles. This is the common chord for both the circles. Now, the centers of those two circles, these are the centers O and O dash, they lie on the perpendicular bisector of common chord joint. So, where they are meeting, I am locating a point as M. Now you see, where those two centers are like meeting, centers, and this is the common chord. So, these centers are lying on the perpendicular bisector of common chord. That means you have to prove that, we have to prove that O dash is a perpendicular bisector of PQ. The meaning is PM is equals to QM and angle OMP is equals to angle QMO. That angle they form 90 degrees. This place angle, we have to prove that this angle is 90 degrees. This portion we have to prove as 90. He did not give, but we have to prove this part as 90 degrees. This part as 90 degrees, that is required. We are not, he did not give in the question. We have to prove that part is 90 degrees. So for that, given, what is given here? Two circles with a center, center O and O dash are intersecting at P and Q. Intersecting at P and Q. Two circles with center O and O dash are intersecting at P and Q. So required to prove, we have to prove that O dash is perpendicular bisector of PQ, which is a common chord. PQ is a chord. PQ is common chord for both the circles. Common chord PQ, or you can write down in another way, PM is equals to, because PQ is meeting O dash and are meeting at M, PM is equals to QM, and another meaning of this one, perpendicular bisector, PM is equals to QM and angle PMO is equals to angle QMO, which is equals to 90 degrees. If you prove like that, anything, either PMO is equals to QMO is equals to QMO dash is equals to PMO dash. Those are all 90 degrees. We have to prove that it is 90 degrees. Now, for that, what we do? Construction is here, join O to P, observe it, O to P and O to Q, O to P and O to Q. Next, O dash P and O dash Q. So we join O to P and O dash Q we joined. So in the construction, we are joined OP. So join OP, comma OQ, comma O dash P and O dash Q. They are all OP and OQ is the radii of the same circle. O dash P and O dash Q are the radii of the another circle. Proof. Consider triangle OPO dash. Consider triangle OPO dash and QOO dash. Observe it. QOO dash. OPO dash over OQO dash. You can say like that also. OQO dash. In that, we know that OP is equals to OQ. This is the side, but they are radii of the same circle. Radii of the same circle. Next, O dash P is equals to O dash Q. O dash P is equals to O dash Q. This is also side. These are radii of the same circle. Next, one more is there. Common. Yes, you are right. OO dash is equals to OO dash, which is a side. Common in both. Common in both. So the criteria SSS, side and side criteria, the two triangles are congruent. What are the two triangles are congruent? Look at the board. What are the two triangles are congruent? Here the two triangles are OPO dash, OPO dash and OQO dash. They are congruent. So by the criteria, triangle OPO dash is congruent to triangle OQO dash by SSS, side. Once the triangles are congruent, we know that the corresponding parts will be equal. The corresponding parts, now we are taking angle of this angle and this angle. Angle. These angles are equal. So now angle POO dash, angle, observe it, angle POO dash is equals to angle QOO dash by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Once the triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. Now you observe, M is a point. M is a point on OO dash. M is a point on OO dash. Are you following? M is a point on OO dash. So we can write even this one, angle POM, which is nothing but POO dash. We are writing as POM is equals to angle QOM. As M is a point on OO dash. M is a point on OO dash. Now you take triangle POM and QOM. Now in triangle POM and triangle QOM, observe it, triangle POM, QOM, these two I am taking, POM and QOM. In that which one? PO is equals to QO, this is side, I'll write this side, PO is equals to QO, This is the side region radii. Next, PO is equals to QO over. Are you following? Next, angle QPO. Sorry, POM. Angle POM. POM is equals to angle QOM. We proved just now from this. So proved. This is the angle. Next, and side. You see here, OM is the common side for both the triangle. OM is equals to OM. This is the common side. By the criteria SAS. By the criteria SAS, the two triangles are congruent. What are the two triangles? POM. So triangle POM is congruent to triangle QOM by SAS. Once the triangles are congruent, by CPCT corresponding parts, PM is equals to QM. PM is equals to QM, that is by CPCT, and angle PMO is equals to angle QMO. Angle PMO is equals to angle QMO. This is by CPCT. But now you see, angle PMO plus angle QMO, they are on the same straight line. So they add up to 180 degrees, which is nothing but linear pair. What do you say? Linear pair. So angle PMO plus angle QMO is equals to 180 degrees linear pair. Now, if they are linear pair, now PMO is equals to QMO. So in place of QMO, you can write PMO. So angle PMO plus angle PMO is equals to 180 degrees. 2 times of angle PMO is equals to 180. Then angle PMO is equals to 180 by 2, which will give you 90 degrees. So therefore, angle PMO is equals to angle QMO is equals to 90 degrees. We got 90 degrees, and even we got PM is equals to QM. Therefore, centers O dash is the perpendicular bisector of PQ. They both are lying on the same line. Centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. We proved. That statement you have to write. Is it clear, students? I hope you understood. Is it clear? Right. Here we have one example. If two intersecting chords, so AB and CD are two intersecting chords, AB and CD are intersecting at the point E, chords of a circle make equal angles with the diameter, PQ is the diameter, which is passing through the point of intersection. So the chords are meeting at E, diameter is also passing through the point of E, but where they are intersecting, at that point the diameter is making with the diameter equal angles. Means angle AEQ is equals to angle DEQ, that is given. Prove that the chords are equal. We have to prove that AB is equals to CD. First you see what is given in the question. In the question that in a circle with center O, in a circle with center O, with center O, AB and CD are two chords intersecting at E and making equal angles with diameter passing through E, which is passing through E. So two equal chords are intersecting at E and making equal angles with the diameter passing through E. That means which two angles are equal? Angle AEQ, which is the diameter here? PQ is the diameter. So angle AEQ is equals to angle, look at this, AEQ is equals to angle DEQ. This is given. Required to prove, we have to prove that AB is equals to CD. Chord AB is equals to CD. So for that construction, so to prove that some construction is required, what is the construction? Draw perpendiculars from O to, look at this, O, from O you are constructing a perpendicular OM, and from O you are constructing perpendicular to CD, this is N. So draw OM perpendicular to, OM is perpendicular to AB and ON is perpendicular to CD. We are constructing perpendicular lines from center OM to, OM is A to AB and ON is to CD. Now you observe it. So proof. In that angle OME is equals to ONE 90 degrees and MEO, observe it now, as angle A, look at this, angle AEQ is equals to, which is nothing but M is a point on that, so even we can write as angle OEM, or you can write as angle MEO. They are equal. So angle AE, observe it, AEQ, here AEQ is given. So in that AEQ you have some points on it. In that triangle, observe the triangle OME and ONE. In triangle OME and triangle ONE, in that these two angles are equal and these two angles are 90 degrees as perpendicular. So angle in triangle OME and triangle ONE angle, here I am writing angle OME is equals to angle ONE, which is equals to 90 degrees. They both angles are equal. Next, as we constructed the perpendiculars. Next, angle MO, observe it, angle MEO is equals to angle NEO NEO. Why they are equal? Because angle AEQ. Angle AEQ is equals to angle, observe it, AEQ is equals to DEQ. DEQ. Reason, these are the points. M is a point on AE, M is a point on AE and N is a point on DE. That's why we are taking angle MEO is equals to angle NEO. This angle and this angle. So now the third angle is this part. This is the third angle. This is the third angle which we need to write. This is the third angle which will be equal by angle sum property. By angle sum property. So by sum of the three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So by angle sum property, by angle sum property, by angle sum properties. What is angle sum property? Sum of the three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. This angle is 90 and 90. These two angles are equal. So by angle sum property, automatically the third angle will be equal. What is the third angle? Angle EON. EON is equals to EOM. Or you can write MOE is equals to MOE is equals to NOE, or you can say EOM is equals to EON. So angle EOM is equals to angle, observe it, angle EOM is equals to angle EON. EON. Now you see angle MEO. We are taking again the triangles. Which two triangles? Triangle OME and triangle ONE. So in that, angle MEO is equals to angle MEO is equals to angle NEO. This is angle which is given. Next, EO is equals to EO. That is side common in both the triangles. Common. Now we proved just now EOM is equals to EON. Angle EOM is equals to angle EON. This is the angle. So by the criteria ASA, the two triangles are congruent. What are the two triangles? Triangle OME is congruent to triangle OME is congruent to triangle ONE by ASA criteria. Once the triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal, which are OM is equals to ON by CPCT. OM is equals to ON by CPCT. Now, so 10-point theorem. 10-point theorem what says? That if the chords are at equidistance from the center, see AB and CD are the two chords. AB and CD are the two chords. Are you following? AB and CD are the two chords. Chords are equidistant from the center of a circle. Then the length of the chord will be equal. So from this, what you can write? OM is equals to ON. OM is equals to ON. So from that, as the chords are at equidistance from the center, the length of the chords will be equal. Therefore, AB is equals to CD. Reason, they are at equidistant from the center. They are at equidistant from the center. So we proved AB is equals to CD. Is it clear, students? I hope you understood. So today we have discussed about two theorems. One is 10.6 and 10.7. 10.6 is if the cards are equal, then they lie at equidistance, and 10.7 if the cards are lying at equidistant, then the two cards will be equal in length. And based on that, one of the example we have finished. And even this is not from exercise 10.3, this is a just example. So before question we have finished, which is from exercise 10.3, and this is an example. Is it clear, students? I hope you understood today's discussion. We will be meeting again in the next session with another questions. Thank you.